Hello and welcome back to the Non-League Podcast with myself, Lee Simons. And today we have got another special guest. We have got Freddie, the Superfan from Wroxham. Freddie, how are you?
I'm very good, mate. Yeah, it's a beautiful day outside. It's absolutely boiling, I can tell you that. Just been sat outside. But yeah, no, I'm doing very well. How are you yourself?
Yeah, very well. Thanks, very well. Now into me 5/6 week of isolation, but never mind, you can't help these things, can you?
Yeah, no, you can't. And obviously, with it being a Saturday and stuff as well, I mean, the season would have been over by now, but no, well, still, we've got to look at the bigger things at hand at the minute, and you're completely right, we can't do much about it.
Exactly. So what have you been up to in the isolation period anyway, Freddie?
So, I've been mostly going on walks. I've also been doing runs. I ran 5k earlier this week, which was it was quite tiring, but, it was good as well because, it got me in a good mood for the rest of the day. Also been doing some schoolwork as I'm in the first year for my A-levels, so obviously I've been getting my head down, doing that work, keeping on top of it. And yeah, that's mostly it. What have you been doing yourself?
Well, apart from doing podcasts, not much really. Probably just doing a bits around the house and gardening and all the things which you kind of put off for about 6 months, and then of course you have to do it all at once. So that's what I've been doing. So it's been quite different for me, but never mind. We just have to plough through it, don't we?
Yeah, of course. And whenever this does go, or whenever things get eased, obviously we can all go back to doing what we doing what everyone can do, what they want to do. We can go out freely, but like you just said, we have to just keep going through it because eventually this will go, but it's just a matter of time. But that is what we just have to do, just keep going.
Exactly. So for people who are listening to this podcast, Freddie, can you just explain a little bit about yourself, your background into football?
Of course, yeah. So I started watching football. I think my first live match was years ago. I think I was about 3 years old at the time, and
wow.
Ever since, I've been loving football. It's just brilliant, and got a season ticket in Norwich I had for the last few years, and it's been, luckily I got it season before we were promoted, so
yeah.
I found Norwich at a decent time because that was the time of Lambert and all of that. So and I live literally about a 15-minute walk from the ground, so I couldn't get any more local than that, really.
Wow, that's pretty easy to get to the ground then for yourself.
Yes, yeah.
So how did Wroxham come about then? How did you find out about Wroxham playing in the 309 Premier Division?
So with Wroxham, originally, a good friend of mine called Alex, he usually go down and watch them a few times in his spare time on his Saturdays, and then for non-league day last year in October, we were looking through some non-league games to watch, and I just couldn't, for some reason, I couldn't seem to find any game. And then he messaged me on the day and said, "Oh, do you fancy watching Wroxham? They're playing in the FA Vase against Baldock." And so I went down, and as they say, the rest is history. It all began with me and Alex and these 3 other lads, and we just we chanted throughout the game, and ever since it's just come such a long way. But that was it, just non-league day, a simple text message, and that was the start of something I never thought I would see.
Exactly. It kind of happened to me really back in 2017. I kind of just got asked if I wanted to go down to watch Thetford Town play in the league against Great Yarmouth, and kind of enjoyed it. I think they won 5-2 in the end. I had basically everything what you wanted for under a tenner, really.
The game against Baldock, I think that ended 6-2.
Wow.
And Baldock got 3 red cards, so it was a ridiculously crazy game, and I couldn't have asked for better entertainment because it cost me. I think it cost £10 to get in, and then I had a brilliant day out for I think under 15 quid, which is just absolutely amazing for the price, because it was one of the just the most entertaining game I've ever watched.
Well, that's what you want, isn't it, Freddie? Because especially when you couldn't find any games and you got just a simple text message, as he said, and of course then you saw all those goals, all the red cards, and all for under a 15 quid, really, which is good, isn't it?
No, it was very good, and that is what genuinely inspired me to go back the next weekend, because Norwich were away against whoever, and Wroxham were playing Newmarket, and unfortunately the game wasn't as entertaining. It was 0-0.
Yeah.
But that first game inspired me to come back, and ever since me and the rest of the Blue Wave lads, we've been there for home games. We've been to some away games as well. We really have just been enjoying the ride that we've been on for these last few months, and it's just been really good. It's just been a lot of fun. There's been a lot of highs and several lows, but that's just what you get in football.
Exactly, definitely. But for yourself, Freddie, because you got a YouTube channel as well, because I saw that look, you've had like little clips of Wroxham in there as well. I bet that's taken off for you as well, hasn't it?
Yes, no, I've had my YouTube channel for the last, I can't remember how many years, but it's mainly focused on sort of like just like me recording myself, reacting to games as they occur. It's mostly Norwich. But Wroxham videos, yeah, I made one sort of like a mini review of the club as a whole, and then I did a sort of my main style of video for the Newmarket game, and I think the Goulston one as well when it was away. But then for the Vars games against Wellingborough and Stowmarket, I took clips from online that I found, mostly on Twitter, and put them all together, produced a video, and they have done quite well. I haven't looked at the view numbers, but no, they really have gone well, and the club love them. I'm sure the people who watch them like them as well, because it just really sort of shows the fun that can be had at non-league, and so like some fans, it really does. I hope I'm showing them that they can easily broaden their horizons and easily go and have just as good a time watching a team in like the 5th division of non-league rather than their main team. And so I hope that has inspired people to go and watch their lower league teams.
Definitely, because you've still got some ex-pros still playing for Wroxham, haven't you? Because you've got Adam Jury, who's the assistant manager. Is that correct?
That is correct, yeah.
And of course you've got Jordan Southgate, who's been on the podcast as well. He's of course from Norwich City, and of course you've got Simon Lappin and Grant Holt as well.
Yeah, no, and I'm very happy that those players are at the club, because with Holty and Lappin playing, they've got that. They obviously know Adam Drury extremely well, so they've already got sort of that advantage of like a sort of togetherness, because they've all obviously played with each other and they've all had success elsewhere. And also Jordan Southgate, I didn't realise how young of a manager he was, but he's done an extraordinary job for someone of his age. Because with Wroxham, he's built a very decent side that is very capable of reaching some good heights, and I saw that last season, and I really think that going into the next season, hopefully we'll see more of the same for the club, because Jordan Southgate's such a young manager. Yeah, I'm sure he's got plenty of success ahead of him.
Definitely, but I feel that all the teams in the Premier Division, all 20 of them, have probably got a point to prove, really, because you've got Stowmarket, Norwich United, who finished first and second, Stanway Rovers, Newmarket, and then of course you've got Wroxham finishing in the top 5. Of course, you've got like Brantford, Woodbridge, Mildenhall, Thetford Town, even down at the bottom, Goulston and Hadley United. Every team can beat everyone on their day, can't they?
No, definitely, and I've seen that in many games. Because with Wroxham, when they played Stowmarket in the FA Vars, that was a case of before the game. Yeah, I was convinced Wroxham were just going to really get outplayed on the pitch, but just like you said there, anyone can beat anyone in that league, be in the Vars or in the league, but that was a lot of proof. And also, and the teams at the bottom, they're all capable of providing an upset, because I've seen Wroxham lose. I think I've seen them lose to Galston, Swaffham. So definitely the teams lower down the table, you can't really take anything for granted in that league, and that is sort of what that does excite. That brings the extra bit of excitement to it, because you just, on the day, you just do not know who's going to show up.
Exactly. You just don't know, do you? Because you still got the pros at other clubs as well. I think you still got Carlos Edwards playing for Woodbridge Town, but I think he's on a joint contract with Bury Town as well. So you still got some ex-pros still playing. We did have Dean Bodic at Stowmarket, but unfortunately now he's left. He's not playing for next season. But you still got some really good players coming from the other leagues as well, like Leiston Town. I know Stowmarket brought in like 8 or 9 different players from that kind of league, so they're kind of attractive, for players to come down and actually play for the third teams, haven't they?
Yes, they definitely have, and Stowmarket really have. They've done very well for themselves to get all of those players, and especially Dean Bowditch. I believe he's a former Ipswich player, or
yeah, he is.
Yeah. So I mean, Stowmarket, clearly, they are very capable of attracting players, and it's a very good thing for the local football scene in Norfolk, because if you can get players that are proven in higher leagues, and if they want to drop down and come play in this division, it really is good, because it proves those clubs have definitely got the ambitions and really just want to emphasise just how they are all capable of just proving that they can compete with the bigger teams, like teams 1 or 2 leagues above them, and really put up a fight, although they're in the lower leagues, and that's very good. And obviously I'm very unfortunate for Stowmarket to lose those players, because they were such a key aspect in them doing just so well this season. It's ridiculous how well they've done.
Yeah, definitely.
So, next season we'll just have to see what happens. Will they recruit more players? Possibly, because if I was a player up in the league, and I'd happily want to go to Stowmarket, because they are just such an impressive team with an amazing run of form. They really are a whole other. They really are proven. They proved this season that they deserve to be in a whole other league.
Yeah, they do. But as you say, it's of course now a void, and it all goes back to now going back to the start and start again for the next season, really, doesn't it?
Yeah, and as much as that is a big shame for every club in the division, because I'm sure teams like in that top 5, like you said, Stanway and Stowmarket, Norwich United, they would have all loved to continue going on and just playing brilliantly. And Wroxham could have jumped up a few positions. They have the games in hand, but it's sort of for teams lower down the table and teams in mid-table. It really, at the same time, gives them a sense of, well, right, we can now work on this. We can improve as a team. We can do better next year. This is a massive second chance for us, and we will just go again. But that's what is exciting me towards next season, because everyone's got a whole new chance, and, and anyone can do better than what they did last season, and the teams up the top could possibly do worse, but we'll just have to wait and see when that all goes again. Yeah,
definitely, Freddie. So you'll say that last season was probably your best season, what you actually watched, like non-league football, and you kind of went from there, really, didn't you? Because you got the Blue Wave. What was it, 5 in the little squad of what you've got of fans, which goes to home and away games. Because we've seen on at Trafford Park, because you go to the left of the goal, don't you? That side, don't you?
Yep, just behind in the Kenny Cook stand. That's where we went on the very first day. We haven't left it ever since. That's always where we are, and it's a brilliant place to be for us on a match day, because that's what we always look forward to, getting to the ground, getting behind that stand and just doing what we do.
That's good. But how was that Vars Cup run when you had over 1,000 fans for 2 games? I bet that was quite incredible for you as one of these members of the Blue Wave, going to that game and seeing all these people around the ground and actually beating like Stowmarket Town.
Yes, no, that was amazing because even the very first round of the Vars and the second and third round, we had never seen anything like that. We were thinking like Vars games were originally for Wroxham, they were getting about 200 or 300, but that Stowmarket game, that was just fantastic because to see so many people there. Obviously, Norwich weren't playing on the day, which massively helped. Yeah. But it was just fantastic to see over 1,000 people at a club which you never would have expected to see sort of get that many attendance because obviously it'd been 10 years since the final and maybe some people wouldn't have thought about Wroxham after that, but it was fantastic to see that many people. And obviously the Stowmarket game, that speaks for itself. That had a packed Kenny Cook stand behind that goal, and that was definitely my favourite game of that season because so many people there, everyone was singing. We had Radio Norfolk down, and everyone was loving it after the game. I really felt. I think the whole Blue Wave really. I think at that point we realised just how special this club was, and just simply how much fun we have, and just it really showed that we want this club to go far. We really do, and it was just amazing because everyone was there. It was the perfect day, and for me personally, that game made me realise just the true beauty of what non-league can bring you.
Exactly, especially when you can see the younger kids as well going into the ground. They've actually got their bobble hats on, the scarves on, even the shirts as well, which is quite incredible to see, especially at the Step 5 leagues. It's quite good, really, isn't it? Especially when you see these people coming in.
Yeah, it's extremely good. I love seeing whether it's families or the younger children wearing the scarf or a bobble hat or even got a shirt on. I mean, I've got a Wroxham shirt myself, which the club actually did get for me, which I thank them massively for it.
Wow.
But no, it really is amazing just to see how the youngsters can come in and they can watch it, because then they can pass it on through the next few generations of their family possibly, and just show, and also get their mates down as well. Say if they're like 13, 14, they can get their mates down and say, I just watched this amazing game, so come with me, watch it, and they got singing fans. You'll love it. Definitely. So it really just it's amazing because I love seeing just a massive age range, because it really shows the togetherness of all the viewers that are there, and they're just very happy and they're willing to support the club.
Definitely, most definitely. But do you have a bit of a rapport with the players and the manager as well?
Sometimes, yeah. I speak to Jordan mostly after the games. I will have a word before, but after the games he'll always come over when we sit in the bar, and he'll always, every single time without fail, whether it's a win, loss or a draw, he'll thank us for coming down. We speak to Lee Robson, the chairman, as well, and he's very happy. We usually get a word in with the players. I remember when Charlie Clark was suspended for a game, he came in the Kenny Cook, and he was good. He was in spirit. He spoke to us, and I remember before an under-18 game that me and Alex went to, we had Travis Dodsworth come down. He spoke to us, so they're extremely all very welcoming, and I really like that because it really shows that they like having us, and they want, and they're very happy that they can come over and speak to us. It's very good to have that connection with the club. Yeah,
I think it's more of a community feel, isn't it, for all the clubs around, like the Third Island, like even the North and the South, even further down the leagues of the Anglian Combination League. You got Montford, you got players, teams like that. So it's all like the togetherness, just like a family. You can actually see it, can't you?
Yes, no, and I really like that. I love a community feel because of it. With the people who support, because you really don't see it at obviously you wouldn't see it at a bigger club because everyone is just so high up, and they haven't really sort of got the time to do that. But that's what I love about Wroxham. Just everyone at that club, the staff, they are all they're all. It seems like they're just all ordinary people, which is brilliant because that's what I love, because everyone can just speak to us freely and just have a simple chat like we're old mates meeting up in the pub or something.
Definitely.
Yeah, I really like that because it's fantastic. I love the community feel and the pure togetherness of just how everyone will catch up with each other, speak to each other, talk with the chairman before and after the game and see how he's doing. It's brilliant. It's just, I love it.
That's the best thing about non-league football, isn't it?
No, it definitely is. Nothing else beats it.
Yeah.
And plus, obviously the main reason some people go to watch football, but it's just brilliant how you can go and speak to someone and you feel a lot better because it isn't like a regular game where you just go and you watch the game and you only speak to your mates and you just go home.
Yeah.
And it's just, you get to speak to everyone. You speak to the manager, you speak to the chairman.
Yeah.
It's just, and I've spoken to some of the players over Twitter and stuff, and they're all very good. They really do. They really always reply back, and they're very good. I love how the togetherness is there.
Definitely. But it does help with the social media platforms as well, doesn't it? With Twitter coming on, Facebook and everything else. Because when I started going a few years ago, there wasn't really much out there until like when Twitter started to get involved in, you get like little highlights of the like the players' goals, and they kind of like interact with you, and those games, they actually get more views. They get like between 4,000 to 5,000 views on a little video, don't they?
Yes, they always do, and it's very good because a player who wants to see their highlights and sees that they've got a decent amount of views, they should have every right to be very happy with themselves, and as do the club they play for, because it's allowed so many people to see that player, and then see the club as well. Because then, if they're near and they see clips of player and they think, "Oh, he's a really good player. I want to find out more about him." Then they can see what club he plays for. Then they can go watch them and see for themselves. And it's really good because then they're attending more games, and it really does show that in non-league there are some very good players. It's not always about these top four league teams. There's definitely, in the lower league, there are some very good players who on their day can be extremely confident in themselves and play very well.
Yeah, definitely. Because you kind of had a really successful season last season, finishing 5th. You got into the semi-final of the Norfolk Cup as well against Dereham. Of course, Dereham are a top team as well. I know it was your day, but all the people who come out for you, for both of the teams, it's nice to see, and especially the other semi-final as well. You got Great Yarmouth against the UEA. They got quite a good support as well, didn't they?
Yes, they did, and that was a very good game. I remember looking on Twitter and seeing UEA won it on penalties. And especially for UEA, because they're all such young players, and it's amazing for them just to have such a youthful squad go that far in a cup competition, and then all of those young players on the right day, if they've got scouts for non-league teams like they're a bit higher up, they can go on to be brilliant and have the potential of a good, successful career. Like, for instance, you look at players like Charlie Austin, who started out in non-league, now he's playing for West Brom. And you've got, obviously, the story of Jamie Vardy. Everyone knows about Jamie Vardy. Started off playing games with ankle tags on, and now he's scoring goals for fun for Leicester. But it just does go to show, and I'm very happy that fans are watching those games, because it's brilliant to have turnouts for games that not many people would think of going to, but it's brilliant when it's a very good attendance, and it shows off the local football that is on offer, and it's just fantastic.
Exactly. So, for Freddie, for next season, what is your plans for next season?
Well, I think definitely continue with the Blue Wave. There's no way we're going to give it up. We're definitely going to keep coming when we can, and support these lads, and potentially go to some away games as well. But that is probably what I think. I've spoken to a few of the others, and we all want to go again. We really love it, and we always look forward to going to watch them. So I think I don't know much else for the moment, but
No.
I really am happy that we will be going back, and that is what we plan on doing, just going back, and as always, just doing what we need to do, support those lads, and keep going and get ourselves and the club more recognition.
Yeah.
And hopefully, because we're now most likely we're going to be there from start of the season to the finish, get a bit more publicity, because we only really showed up about halfway through the season.
Yeah.
So hopefully we can get more promotion for them and get more people down for the bigger games.
Definitely. Well, Freddie, I thank you very much for joining me on the podcast.
Absolutely no problem. I've really enjoyed it.
And I wish you all the success for next season as well. And for people who've been listening, thanks for listening, and I'll see you on the next one.